All right, we are live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Chris, and this is my channel. We love comics, but of course, you already know that. At least I hope you do. Otherwise, how'd you get here? So, if you are one of my subscribers or people that watch my videos, you know that each and every month for the past 3 to 4 years, I've been sending in 4 comics a month to PGX. I made a deal with them. I do not have a contract, so I am not getting paid. I'm under no obligation to say anything other than what I truly experience. Keep in mind, it is always my experience. Yours may differ. I don't tell people what to do. I just show my perspective and then allow people to make their own decisions based on me being as honest as humanly possible. Full disclosure, I tried to contact CGC and CBCS. Neither one of them ever responded. PGX was the only one, like I said, about 4 years ago, that I basically said to all 3 major companies, you know, if I do a video promoting your business, can I get some comics to send in for, you know, grading? And like I said, CGC and CBCS both just never responded. PGX not only responded, I talked to Daniel Patterson, one of the co-owners or owner. I'm not sure how it goes these days because I know there are some other partners going in. But I talked to him, have his personal phone number. We've talked many times. He's listened to some of my input. And I'm very happy with them. Whether you use them or not, that's up to you. Like I said, all I can do is share my own experience. You don't have to agree. You may have something different. But my experience is my experience. So I send in 4 books every month. One of the things I started about 5 or 6 months ago is I make this a little bit more interactive. At the beginning of each month, I show between 1 and 4 books. 1 and 3 books out of the 4 I will pick myself, and then the remainder you guys get to vote on. So I always put that in the community section, so it makes it a little bit more of a interactive video. So you're doing more than just watching. You get to partake in what you think you want to see get graded. So you guys that voted, close to 300, so not bad considering I haven't been making routine videos lately. But you guys picked 2 of the 5 that I showed. I will give my predictions. I always, of course, talk about any significance, if any, and the prices I paid. And we wait roughly about 90 days or less, and I get my books back, and we reveal them live together. So let me show first the 2 books that I picked, and then the 2 books that you guys voted for. And even if you haven't done it before, I hope you will, because it is fun. Like I said, it's more interactive that way, so you get to be somebody who participates instead of just spectates. All right, so here we go. Hello, everybody. First one I picked, this to me, the 2 I picked are pretty much no-brainers. These are modern books. This, of course, is Young Avengers #1. This is the first print. I have several of the variants, but this one's actually picking up steam. I am pretty as positive as I can get that there are going to be at least some of these characters, if not all, in the MCU in the future. Of course, anything can change. You never know these days. So until something happens, nothing is 100% etched in stone. But if I was going to bet the house on this one, I would safely say, in my opinion, you know, this book is going to continue to get hot. So I bought this. I didn't buy it when it first came out, but I got it fairly close. I'm one of those people that I basically know. You know, you could tell these days, since 2016, you know where the movies, maybe even 2015, you know where the movies are headed. I've predicted it years ago about these books, so I was buying them pretty cheap. Like I said, I didn't get this for cover price, but I paid $35.41, so this could come back a 5.0 and I would be very happy, but this is a newer book. That's not going to happen. Now, the person I bought this from stacked this incorrectly, or they might have laid them flat and other books were on it, so there is an indent here along the spine all the way up and down, but it does not break color. So the beautiful thing about things like that is books like this can get pressed. So I'm not sure. And Joey the Stuntmaster, I still go with West Coast because I know East Coast only does specific grading. So I still send mine out to the West Coast office. So good question on that. So thank you for that, Joey. But this book, one of the things I always recommend when you get your books graded with any company, get your books pressed. because for the small amount that you'll be charged for it, a difference between a 9.6 and a 9.8 can be $1,000. Even if you spend $100 to get your book pressed, that's a $900 difference. So it is worth doing, so I highly recommend it. Now, pressings aren't going to help everything. They're not going to help color break increases and things like that. Obviously, if there's tears, it can't do anything about that. It can help with some rippling, like if there was moisture damage. It can help with this, like I said, the spine crease all the way up and down the spine. So this potentially could be a 9.8, but we'll see what the pressing does. So I'm going to say, I'm going to predict about a 9.4 to a 9.6 with white pages. It could get a 9.8, but we'll see because it is pretty deep in there, so we'll see how they do it. PGX does have in-house pressing, so it doesn't have to be sent to any other, facilities, which could potentially, give it more chances of damage in the mail. So I'm very happy with what they do. So for the price I paid for this, even if it comes back a 9.4, I'm still going to do well on that book. So the idea is you get the books early, you don't have to worry. This one, I wish, I've shown several of these. I think this is the second to last one, at least in high grade. I have another one that's like probably about an 8.5-ish. I'm probably not going to send that in to get graded unless these books really explode. But this is a book I didn't get when it first came out. I didn't get it when the prices were starting to rise because I didn't know if it had long-term appeal. But then after a while, I started seeing it continued to rise, and now there are movie and TV deals that are potential. And again, it hasn't happened yet, so you never know. But this is one I highly recommend if you haven't gotten it. They're getting up their price, but I got this one right before the major price hike. So, you do what you can with these. But this, of course, is Something is Killing the Children, issue number 1. This is the first print. Again, 9.4 to 9.8 potential. I paid $388.61. I know there is a little bit of a crease on the back. It does not break color. So again, the pressing, we'll see what the pressing can do. So I never say these are automatic 9.8s because you never know. But for $388, even if it comes back a 9.6 or a 9.4, I'll still do decent. And if it does have a TV show or a movie, and those TV shows or movies are good, then that book's going to continue to go up. So if you haven't gotten that book, I definitely recommend getting it. All right, so hold on one second. Shows that my video camera, there we go, sorry about that. So that's an interesting pose right there. Yeah, this wire on this thing is so sensitive that if a fly went near it and flew by it, it would probably stop it. So sorry about that. So it should be unfrozen at this point. All right, so now I'm going to show the 2 books out of the 5 that you guys voted for. And thank you so much for those that participated. You don't even have to be a subscriber. What I do is at the beginning of every month, and I'll have it in the next couple of days, where I have the next 5 where you get to vote for. And either 1, 2, 3, or maybe even all 4 you guys will be able to pick. We'll see. But you don't have to be a subscriber, but it's a way to interact a little bit more. Yeah, collect what? The camera froze. It should be fixed now. If you move anything, the wire just goes out. That's modern technology for you. All right, so if you don't know where to vote, the next video, I won't post anything until after the next video I do showing the books. But if you go to my main page, go to the community section, and it will be posted there. Cast your vote when it's up. All right, so you guys voted for this one. This was the second highest vote getter. I bought these about 5 years ago. I knew before, when I got the rumors about the TV show, the idea is you pounce on it beforehand. Sometimes with rumors, with anything, when it comes to speculation and rumors, sometimes you are taking a chance. But I knew, this is a Silver Age key book. This is the first appearance of Kingpin. This is Amazing Fantasy, I wish. But Amazing Spider-Man number 50, first appearance of the Kingpin. There's rumors that he might show up in the MCU. I would love it, especially if they use the original actor from the Netflix show. There have been rumors that that might be the case, even if it's a cameo. But that will definitely make this book continue to go up. Speculation always makes these books rise. But no matter what grade this is, this could come back a 0.5, and I'll still make out, because this is the highest priced one I paid for this. I have like about 4 or 5 copies of this. And I remember, I think I sold 1 or 2, so I had even more. But I only paid $149.99 for this book. I was getting super deals. I got 2 of them for like under $75. I don't know why, but they just kept coming up, and these were deals I couldn't pass up. Now, this obviously isn't a high grade. It's a lower grade. It does have some damage along the spine, but for the price I paid, I do not care. It's intact. First appearance of the Kingpin. You cannot go wrong for $149.99. I'm going to predict about a 3.0 to 4.0 off-white pages. Even if it's a 2.0, I'm going to be happy. But this is definitely a book. Get it while you can. Of course, with any speculation, there are no guarantees. But, I mean, like I said, that's a key issue. It's going to continue having its value. And that's my opinion. You could follow that or not. I leave that up to you. I always tell people, do your own research. All right, so next, the last one that you guys voted for. This was the #1 go-getter. Another book I bought 2015, 2016, 2017. I have several copies of this book. To me, this was a no-brainer, even if he did not have a successful TV show, which he absolutely did, and even if he does not come into the MCU. I would love to see The Punisher. I don't think they're going to be doing them in this movie because they have so many different cameos and different characters. You really don't want to do a major overload with this stuff. I mean, if they have these Sinister Six characters with Green Goblin, Doc Ock, Lizard, all of them, and then you're adding in possibly Miles Morales or some of the other Spider-Verse characters, then you're potentially adding Daredevil, maybe even a cameo by Kingpin. Adding him at this point would be too much. But you never know. I guess we'll see what happens. But even, like I said, even if they don't have him, this book is just, it's an iconic cover. It's an iconic comic. It's the first appearance of the Punisher and also the Jackal. And who knows, maybe they use the Jackal someday too, which would give this another boost in price. But, I mean, for the price I paid for this, I paid $414 for this book. Again, this could be a really low grade, and I'll still do fine with these, because I always buy them early. And I had some sources that many people didn't believe I had, and you'll see more and more things that I predicted, and some of them have not come true yet, but they're on their way. You know, you get the books early, you don't have to worry about later on. Sometimes you take the risk. I think the reward is better than the risk. So I'm going to say about a 3.5 to 4.5 for this book. I'm going to be very happy, even if it comes back a 2.5. But I do not believe it's going to do that. I mean, it has some damage, some minor damage along the spine, but nothing that makes it look disgusting or anything. It doesn't have any tears that I could see, nothing major anyway. It's got some wrinkling along the edge, but a pressing can absolutely fix that. There is a little bit of tear here from about his boot down, but again, that's fine with the grade that I'm predicting on this book. So those are the 4 books. You voted for 2 of those. Thank you for those who took the time to participate. And let's pick today's surprise subscriber shout out. Since I don't get many views anymore, because unfortunately YouTube has basically been kind of silencing my channel a little bit, but that's alright, I don't care. It is what it is. I'm going to pick the guys and gals who are in the live chat right now as I speak. So Collect What, Joey the Stuntmaster, Comic Lounge, and Omega Comics. All 4 of you are today's surprise subscriber shoutouts. You pretty much know the deal at this point. You could post a link to one of your videos in the comments section if you have a YouTube channel. If not, you'd rather do a link to your social network, you could do that. Or if you'd rather post a link to one of your sales, if you sell anything on eBay or Etsy or any of those places, you can do that. So, Drunk, I'm going to add you as well because you just came in at this point. Frank Grillo as the Punisher would be cool. I guess we'll have to see. I hope they do the Punisher. And even if they don't use the Netflix actor, or they pick somebody else, I'm sure they'll do a great job, so we'll see what happens with it. But just keep in mind, if any of you post a link being the surprise subscriber shoutouts, I do have to approve them first, because I have to make sure that nobody in my comment section ever clicks on a link that brings them to a porn site or something like that, something inappropriate. So if you are one of the people that browses my comment section and you see a link, it means I did approve it. So go give them a shout out, go give them some support, maybe check out what they have to sell. So thank you so much, everybody. Omega says he misses my videos. Thank you, but you're here now, so I appreciate that. I'll try and do more when I can. Things, you know, my life has been changing a little bit. Priorities have been a little different. Nothing bad. I've been spending more time planting things and growing, like, not a garden, but grew banana trees, orange trees, and stuff like that. Of getting more into nature, getting away from the mainstream media and all the the arguing, the fighting, and the division these days. So I've been kind of doing my own thing, but I will never forget you guys. I'm going to continue doing videos. Like I said, the next couple of days, there'll be another one showing the next books I will be sending out the next month where you guys can vote, and hopefully you'll do that. So the 10 people that hit the like button out of the 12 watching, thank you very much. That is almost a 100% ratio with people viewing, hitting the like button. If you haven't hit subscribe, I hope you will. But if not, come back and check my videos every now and then. Check out some of my older playlists. And do not forget, it is not you, it is not I, it is We Love Comics. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I really appreciate it. I know my channel is not where it used to be, but hey, you know, life changes. You got to roll with the punches. You got to go with the flow. It will always take you where you need to go, so just have confidence that no matter what happens in your life, you're going the way you're supposed to and learning what you need to. So thanks for watching. Thanks for being a part of this channel, and I'll see you next video. Enjoy your rest of the day, and please be safe. Collect those comics, and have a good time doing it. Peace out, everybody.